What it do, T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea All Shade Couples Retreat, Season 3, Episode 3 review. So the episode begins with Kendra and Shamari sitting down and having a conversation about Kendra just getting into it with Jock. And Kendra says that she has gotten an because she was a new lawyer and wasn't ready to have children. So Kendra in her confessional was like, Jaceel is open to having another kid. I feel like he would be adding more responsibility, even though family is really important to me. It's just not a bright idea to go having kids with somebody who has created several broken homes. And the fact that she was serious when she said it. You ever met a person that's book smart but life dumb? Kendra is the spokesperson of that. Because if you feel that way, why did you marry him? Why did you marry him? What happened? What happened? It's like some screws are just missing. Missing. Shamari was like, I feel you have a lot of healing that you have to do for yourself. And Kendra said, I don't need healing I didn't need healing until I met him. I'm strong. Strong where? In your muscles, because not in your brain. You're a dumbass. I just cannot with this chick. So Shamari even was shaking her head like, this chick is stupid. So Shamari was like, but you married him. You knew what Jock was and who he was before you married him. He's caused you so much trauma. You don't want to have kids with him because he's had several broken homes and got 9 kids. You think so little of him that he embarrasses you and this. Why are you with him? Why did you marry him? Please make it make sense. I don't even know what is going on. So Fallon and Jalen end up having couples therapy with AJ. And AJ asks, do you feel safe in this relationship? And Jalen was like, no doubt, absolutely. And AJ was like, I don't believe you, because the only way for there to be safety is when you feel honored and respect and da-da-da. Do you feel all of those words? And he was like, no. So AJ was like, why do you not feel respected? He said, because I'm a 23-year-old paying all the bills in the house, taking care of a total of 7 people. Then I get ridiculed if I want some time to myself. So we learned that he's not only taking care of himself, Fallon, their daughter, her 3 boys, and Fallon's 2 sisters. Yeah, I feel bad for Fallon for what Portia and Simon did, but Fallon is another one that's life dumb. Why do you have this child over here playing house with you? Because he's literally a child. A child. That situation y'all had going on shouldn't have went no further than a drive-by. That's it. You shouldn't have been having no baby with him, getting engaged with him. He's a kid. He's a kid. You already had 3 boys. You're only 32, bro. Like, yeah, she's dealing most definitely with some trauma. She needs help. You can tell she got issues. She's a beautiful girl. Beautiful. Stunning. But she has issues. Like, after that Simon situation, getting pregnant and getting engaged should have been the last thing on your mind. It should have been getting your life in order. Like, you a beautiful girl. Like, thank God she got her Savage Fenty thing going on. She modeling for Savage Fenty. That is great. Pursue more of that. Pursue acting. Pursue another reality show. I don't know, but this ain't that with you and that boy. Like, that's way too much for a 23-year-old to be dealing with. That's a huge adjustment. And why is he taking care of your little sisters? Where are your mama and daddy? Like, that's not his responsibility. And honestly, it's not his responsibility to be taking care of your 3 sons. Where are your other 3 baby daddies or 1 baby daddy? I don't know. What is going on, Fallon? It's like she literally just jumped from man to man to man to man and just leaves rubble behind her. Like, how many more kids you gonna have, girl? Lock the cooch up. Throw away the key. Woo. So Fallon was like, he feels I lack something that I don't know how to give. I don't know how to respect men because they never respected me. And maybe because the men don't respect you because you don't really respect yourself. So AJ was like, do you like men? She was like, I know you're attracted to men, but do you like men? And she was like, no, because I was molested as a teenager. So Fallon in her confessional says, from there, all of my relationships were abusive. So I'm like, are you saying that Simon was abusive towards you? Is that what you're implying? Because I need more context here. So she says that Simon knew about her trauma and it pissed her off that he would then turn around and do something like what he did to her. And she admits that she hasn't grieved their marriage. And that's huge. Like, that's huge. Like, how you talking about getting married to somebody when you still ain't even dealt with your last situation? So AJ was like, both of you are unhealthy, trying to have a healthy relationship. And I was like, preach. She was like, what would you say if I said one of the biggest steps you can make in healing is to not try to do it in a relationship? And that was some of the realest ish I had ever heard, because they do not need to be together under no circumstance. None. She trying to make something work. It's like trying to fit a circle into a square. Like, it's just not going to happen, or a square into a circle, whatever the analogy is. Y'all know what the heck I'm talking about. But she's trying to make this work because I think she has this ideal in her head of the perfect family that she didn't have growing up, that she wants for herself and her children. But she has to learn how to get this together first before she can get that. So later on that night, the group does a hypnosis session, but Fallon doesn't join them because the therapy session with AJ really kind of like rocked her. And so Jock keep on falling asleep, snoring, child. Apollo keep messing with Shireen. And after they get done, Tony was like, how did it feel? And Shireen was like, I couldn't enjoy it because he kept waking me up. And Apollo was like, well, I'm more educated in this situation than she is. I got to protect my family. I'm the head of the household. I had to make sure she was still coherent. What? You act like she was put under anesthesia. It was just hypnosis. And it wasn't like she was like, like she was wide awake, sir, just with her eyes closed. Like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. So Tony was like, she a grown woman. If she chooses to go into the experience and you block her, it could be hindering. So Apollo was like, I hear you, but we're here as a couple. And bre-z jumps in and was like, even as a couple, there are certain things you're going to have to do individually, like heal yourself. If she was choosing to go deeper into that moment, then let her be. You can't control that. I think you have a fear of how she may come out on the other side of that. And Apollo was like, no, not at all. And I'm like, bre-z, I like you and I like your lady. Why are y'all here? Y'all like little junior therapists. Why are y'all here? What are you here for? It's obvious y'all just came for the check, because I'm not understanding. Y'all giving everybody else advice. What is going on with y'all? And granted, her advice was very valid, but I'm still trying to figure out why y'all there. So Shireen was like, you kept nudging me because you said earlier that you felt like you were more educated on the subject than I am. Therefore, you're demeaning me. So that also becomes disrespectful. And Apollo was like, did you feel disrespected? And she was like, yeah. He was like, I apologize. That wasn't my intent. I'll do better. I think he was just trying to pacify her for the moment, but I think that's really how he feels, that he should be able to tell her, this what we doing, this what we not doing. So I don't know if that apology was genuine, but it worked for the moment. So after the hypnosis, bre-z talks to Jaylan one-on-one, and Jaylan tells her what AJ said about how she feels like they might need to do this separately and how it hurt Fallon because she doesn't want to break up. But they need to just break up. They honestly do. That is it's too much. So Apollo and Jock ended up seeing Fatboy and Tiana arguing on the elevator, and it got nasty. And Fatboy goes to Apollo's room to talk to him, to get some advice. And he says that he showed his wife a DM from this girl that meshes him. So his wife DM'd the girl. The girl, he said, meshes back. And he was like, let me see my phone so I could see what she said. And somehow in that, he ended up calling Tiana stupid. So Apollo was like, how did y'all meet? He was like, we met on DMs. He was like, boom. So you met her online. So when she sees another woman in your DMs, she says, that's your MO. You can be with me and find someone else too. And Fatboy admits that he was talking to his wife crazy and that he does get riled up and he needs to work on the way he speaks to her. And Apollo admits that, sometimes him and Shireen get into nasty arguments too as well. But, as men, they gotta, think differently. This is my thing. Ain't no way in hell that I'm gonna let a man that looks literally like Dookie, dog-ish, something that crawls around in the dark, disrespect me. First of all, like, you should be lucky. You should be thanking your lucky stars. You should be thanking God, Allah, whoever, the Hindu gods, every second of a day that a girl that looks like her even gave you the time of day, the audacity of your ugly ass. Ugly. Look like he stink. He looked like a walking fart. To have the nerve to A, talk to her crazy, but B, cheat on her repeatedly. Ain't no way. So Jock ends up having a one-on-one with AJ. And AJ asked him, why did he marry Kendra? He was like, her concept and belief in family is what really drew him to her. And he talks about him being there for her when her father passed away and how he promised her father he was going to marry her, this, that, and the third. And Jock says, well, one day we got into it and she said, I hate you because if it wasn't for you, I would have spent way more time with my father. That's really a horrible thing to say to somebody. And Kendra just seems like the type of person to me that things that happen to her in her life, she blames on other people instead of trying to take responsibility for things that she may have allowed. Because you didn't have to go back and forth with him or deal with whatever y'all was dealing with. You could have been with your daddy. You could have put your father as more of a priority. So don't sit up here and try to blame that man for a decision that you made. Much like you're trying to still harbor on the fact that he cheated years ago and you decided to still marry him. Make it make sense, girl. I'm sick of her. She's an idiot, bro. And I need for somebody to just tell her, you're stupid. You're stupid. So, Jaylan does hypnotherapy alone and discusses how his mom was being physically abused and him not being able to help her. And it made him feel inadequate. He, gets emotional and starts to cry. And once again, he got issues that he needs to deal with. Fallon got issues that she needs to deal with. They are two broken people that do not need to be with each other. So in the end of the episode, Fatboy and Tiana end up sitting down and having a conversation because she ain't want to have nothing to do with him. I don't even think she let him sleep in their room the night before. So she says that she didn't come at him crazy. So why is it his first instinct to always come at her, and that he needs to realize that he's the common denominator in all of their problems. So he was like, I get mad because you feed into it. These $2 bees don't mean nothing. Well, if they don't mean nothing, then why you keep on sticking your 25-cent peen in them? Because please believe you ain't had no paper and a little bit of clout, wouldn't nobody be checking for you. And I don't understand how dudes get delusional. Like, look at you, bro. Like let's keep it a buck. So She was like, every time, you know, in the past, I always believed that it was nothing. Now I'm never going to do that again. It was always something when you told me it was nothing. So he was like, we're public figures. People are going to try to tear us down. And he get an attitude and leave the room. And she was like, okay, girl, get your life in order, Tiana, and get this in order. Get some self-esteem and some self-worth about yourself and leave Booger Wolf alone, because ain't no way. Ain't no way. Looking like Chewbacca. Child. Anywho, last night's episode of Couples Retreat, I'm going to give it a B+. It was good. It was good. But Kendra is working me. Tiana and Fatboy are working my nerves. I just can't with these people. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about the episode down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. Also, you guys, my new series, the KE Guide, debuted yesterday. It's basically me being your TV guide. I'm going to let you guys know every Monday at 6 p.m. Central Time, a new KE Guide video will drop, and it will detail all of the television, movies, and documentaries that will be debuting that week. So I do all the work for you. So make sure you guys check out the first episode that dropped yesterday. All new episodes will be dropping on Monday at 6 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you guys tune in, support, get those numbers up. Please like. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you for watching this. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.